The Gatorade Cup Series stays in North Carolina as we head to the Rockingham Speedway for the running of the Oreo 400. A worn-out racetrack here for the Gatorade Cup Series. Tires will be a big thing, along with some strategy along the midway point of this race. Luigi has the pole for tonight's event. 2's outside Griffin Lynn in the 7. Then 3rd's Carter Friesen, Carter Joey in 4th. Running out the top 5 is Matt Oskin. Then 6th is Stephen Taylor. 7th place we have Derek Hamill. 8th place is Jake Galloway, one last race out at North Wilkesboro. And 9th we have Jeff Bright with Al Lagasse rounding out the top 10. The rest of the field is Colton Yoder to his inside is last season's champion Max Anderson. Then behind that's Matt as well as inside of him is points leader Riley Sampson. Then we have Adam McDowell with Joe Jefferson. Then Trey Rainey and Jonathan Buford. Then there's William Boone, who's outside second in points, Anthony Hernandez. Then we have Vince Vinta with Albert Galloway, along with Danny Lloyd and Alexander Rowe. Then there's Nathan Ormond and Alex Fletcher, along with Derek Bouchard and Trey Wright. Then there's Eli Bright and Levi Schoen, along with Luke Rainey and Jonathan Rains. Then there's Mitchell Collins and Wyatt Walker, along with Matt Gunn and Marsh Burrow. There's all 4 Stewart-Haas racing cars bunched up there. Not a great qualifying effort for that team. Then we have Anton Charles Bond, TJ Hanley, along with Jay Jefferson, Sebastian Kukulon. And the final row has Tyler Fink and Roman Fenway starting in the 42nd position here tonight. So there's the starting lineup at the Rockingham Speedway for the Oreo 400. Let's go to trackside and get the command to fire these engines up.
I can't hear you! Drivers! Start your engines!
In the field, firing their engines up, 42 cars come to life here in Rockingham, North Carolina, as we get ready to do battle on the Oreo 400. This is a worn-out racetrack, a driver's racetrack. We expect some long green flag runs here tonight, and over 60 laps, there will be some strategy to play out. These drivers have to play around the halfway point of the race. So when do these drivers come down, and who has the better long run car here during the race? 60 laps at the Rock. Pace car and Luigi Griffin Lynn, 2 Gatorade Cup Series champions. Front row to take the green flag at Rockingham. We're green in the Oreo 400. A monster start for Luigi in the 42 allows him to lead lap 1. Matt Oskin through the 2nd, and Lynn from the 2nd position outside the front 5 on the 1st lap. Oskin will clear to get to 2nd over Carter Friesen. Hamill up to 3rd. He's trying to battle with the 43 down the backstretch. Cars getting to the wall, but they keep it clean for now. Oskin down line 2nd. Hamill going to clear for 3rd over Carter Friesen. Now Jake Galloway side by side with the 43. That is for 4th, and Jeff Bright in the 9 coming with Max Harrison as well. They're trying to block down low. That's 2 more Gatorade Cup Series champions. Here comes the 12 looking 3 wide. Puts Jeff Bright to the middle. Carter Friesen up top. Max Harrison's down low. 43 to the wall. The 9 gets clear of the 12. And the dirty air for the 12 down low. Jeff Bright clears for 5th as the front 4 trying to pull away. Here's the battle for 2nd. Hamill inside to Matt Oskin. For Derek Hamill, he's never won a Gatorade Cup Series race. He's come close so many times. In fact, it was this track a few seasons ago in Season 6 where he was wrecked on the last lap from the lead due to the lap car off turn 2. Will tonight be the night gets his vengeance and wins at Rockingham. He has to beat Luigi and Matt Oskin in front of him. And for Oskin, he's looking to beat Luigi off turn 4. He gets to the inside of the 42. Side by side for the lead. Luigi leads. Luigi's led the first 4 laps from the pole, but I think that might change. Oskin's looking to the inside, but gets tight down low. That was a bad entrance to the corner. Luigi back off the top, gets clear. And Riley Sampson, points leaders up inside the front 10. He's up to 6th. Lynn to 7th. So for Riley Sampson, he's going to try and extend the points over Anthony Hernandez, who's further back in the field, trying to battle his way forward. But up for the lead. 5 cars under a blanket for the lead. It's Luigi, Matt Oskin, Hamill, Galloway, and Jeff Wright. And right now, Luigi, his car doesn't look that great. Looks like Oskin is just a tick better. Currently, though, he's holding a nice line out in front of that 47. Here comes Jake Galloway, though, bound for 3rd with Derek Hamill. He has the 9 pressuring him to try and make that move. So down the front stretch, Luigi still leads this train of cars. 5 cars trying to scoot away from the field. As Oskin runs lower through 1 and 2 again. A good run off turn 2. Gets to the inside of Luigi down the backstretch. This will be the place he makes the move in turn 3 right here. Luigi's going to have to give it up. Oskin through to the point in the Oreo 400. Derek Hamill up to 2nd. And now Jake Galloway forced high. Here comes the 9 Jeff Wright to his inside. Does the 9 get tight though? Galloway to the middle. Gets tight, goes up the racetrack. Jeff Wright the 9 inside, both the 42 and the 11. down the backstretch, but gets tight, has to lift. Coluigi in third, now he gets clear, with Jeff Wright for fourth on Jake Galloway. As Hamill looking for the lead, he pounces on the 47 off turn 4, yellows out for the first time. It's Adam McDowell down the backstretch to a spun. Hard rear end damage, back in front, Oskin. So Cement Oskin, our race leader in the Oreo furnace. We got our first yellow of the night, and it comes at just about lap 10. Adam McDowell spins down the backstretch to bring our first yellow of the race. Here's the reason for the caution. Jay Jefferson into the wall through 1 and 2. Adam McDowell to his inside, slides through 1 and 2. As the 78 comes off the wall, gets into McDowell, who gets up to the outside wall, spins around down the backstretch. 78 pushing him down into Trey Wright, who has nowhere to go to 34. McDowell spins around. Everyone else avoids. McDowell gets the car righted again, but that is our first yellow of the race. So it kind of breaks up that long green flag run we thought we were going to have. You can see Jay Jefferson's in the wall down the front stretch. That 78 obviously had something wrong, and I expect him to be down the pit road under this yellow to check out the right side of that car, because that's pretty hard damage. So Trey Wright, hard front end damage. McDowell, some hard rear end damage to that 22. We get a caution flag to get it all sorted out. Cement Oskin beat Derek Hamill in the drag race back to the start finish line, and they are on pit road on lap number 10, and this is a mixed bag of strategy. Jake Galloway and some others have stayed out. These drivers are thinking that, you know, it's long enough into the race where these tires are worn down. Take tires and see if you can march your way through the field, because they're going to have to pit anyway again. 50 laps is a long way to go on field, and they can barely go, I think, 30. So it'll be interesting to see these drivers with these new tires. What are they going to do with them? So 4 tires going on these machines. Luigi, can he beat these drivers like Cement Oskin, Derek Hamill off pit road? It's going to be Hamill leaving in front. Oskin second. Luigi and Jeff Wright come off side by side. But a few cars stay on the racetrack, but not that many. Only 5 stayed out. Jake Galloway, Derek Bouchard, Marshall Burrow, Roman Fenway, and Adam McDowell. So I think these drivers, they're going to be in bad shape because some of these drivers got some new tires behind. For Jake Galloway, did win the last race with North Wilkesboro with strategy like this. So Jake Galloway out in front of CCS on the racetrack. Some points for the 11 for leading a lap. Split strategy here with under 50 to go. Jake Galloway, our race leader, he has stayed out on the racetrack. All 42 cars still left running. And it's Jake Galloway. He stayed on the racetrack along with some buddies. His teammate Derek Bouchard stayed out with him in second. Marshall Burrow also in Roman Fenway with Adam McDowell. Those front 5 stayed on the racetrack. 6th on back took 4 tires. Derek Hamill, Cement Oskin, Jeff Wright, Luigi, Riley Sampson, the front 10. So we'll see what these drivers 6th on back can do with their fresh rubber. And will Adam McDowell slow those drivers up? Currently damaged in the 5th position. He stayed on the racetrack. So we'll see what does the fresh rubber do for some drivers. Steven Taylor come back down the pit lane 33 with an issue. Restart lap 13. Jake Galloway, Derek Bouchard 1 and 2. We're back racing. Galloway fires away. McDowell moves behind the 22. That's a smart move there. Jeff Wright as well goes behind the 9. Sampson, a big restart for the 15. Moves to the inside. Buford to the wall. Through 1 and 2. Riley Sampson gains a few positions there. That was a big restart for Riley Sampson. He's definitely moving. These drivers going to get around the 22. Now Derek Hamill up on these drivers that did not take tires. He's marching up onto them. Derek Bouchard, the first that'll be caught. He was in second. He's falling back down the outside. Sampson is moving by these drivers. Look at that 15. He got a great restart, but still he is powering past these drivers. Moving by Cement Oskin. There's Luigi behind. Derek Hamill moves by Derek Bouchard. He has Roman Fenway, Marshall Burrow up ahead. And I really think, though, that pitting there was a big risk, but they got so many drivers coming down with them. If you had, say, 20 cars stay on the racetrack, pitting there would have been a death sentence. But since they got friends to come with them, only 5 cars stayed out. That was a smart move. Get tires, get the rubber on, and then you can pit a little later in the race. And so this is going to be a big stretch now, because these 5 drivers that did not come down pit lane here, they will have to come down around lap 30, lap 35, where these drivers can wait until about lap 40 to come down and try and get a yellow. 3 wide right there. Derek Hamill moves around, but Riley Sampson is coming. That's 15 moving to second. He is fast. He's got by a few cars on the restart. Watch for Riley Sampson here later in this race. That 15 looks awfully strong for his first win of the season. Cement Oskin now moving to the inside, though, the 47. Look at Danny Lloyd. Powers way to the inside. Luigi puts the 42 up top, and now Luigi falling back with Derek Hamill as Oskin will try and get to second. Now Lloyd, big move in 3 and 4, puts that 42 up top, and now Danny Lloyd trying to move around. So Luigi got the wall down the backstretch. I'm impressed, though, with Jake Galloway. They're in a mess down the backstretch. I don't know. Yeah, they're wrecking. There goes Alexander, Luke Rainey, Max Harrison to the inside wall. Fletcher, Trey Wright, Vince Vinta all piled up down the backstretch. Yellow flag, and Galway is saved by that right there. So the 11 will get to keep that right there, that spot. He is out in front now. Do these drivers come down? That's a question. Jake Galway with the race lead. Oskin is kind of driven by. I don't know why, but we'll have to see now. If these drivers are going to come down, Jake Galway just had the best strategy, but I think now he's coming down the pit lane. The question is, can he make it from here? Jake Galway going to come down the pit lane. So Matt Oskin will stay out and inherit the lead. I don't think anyone else besides Galway is thinking about coming down the pit lane. Here comes the 13 to 37. All these drivers will stay out. They will come down the pit lane to get tires. The question is, can they go 40 laps on fuel, or is that strategy that they're trying to play just ruined now? So Matt Oskin leading in the 47. He inherits the lead, but the caution comes out for a wreck down the backstretch. Our second of the night. Luke Ray involved in the 2. Same deal as the first one. Car in the wall through 1 and 2 to Alexander Rowe. As he gets into it off turn 2, down to Vince Vinta, down to Luke Rainey. The 2 gets clipped up into the 00. Round he goes. Look at that front and up off the ground. The 00 up off the ground. Spinning around Max Anderson, trying to get low. Matt Godwin. There's Alex Fletcher, who gets pile drive by Trey Wright. Nathan Ormond down low. 2 hits the inside wall. And that is our second caution of the race on lap number 17. That is kind of split the strategy again now, as those drivers that decide to stay out, they've now come back down the pit lane. Jake Galway, Roman Fenway, Marshall Burrow. So it'll be interesting to see how those 5 fare out now that they have some pressure rubber on their cars. So caution flag in the air. Jake Galway led at the start-finish line. However, he comes down the pit lane, and Matt Oskin now out in front of the 47, so he'll lead in the Oreo 400 here at the Rockingham Speedway. Less than 40 laps to go here at Rockingham, as we'll restart lap number 22. Matt Oskin leading here tonight. Steven Taylor, 1 lap down. The rest of the cars on the lead lap. They're led by Matt Oskin, the 47, with Riley Sampson, our points leader, in second. Danny Lloyd's up to third. William Bolin and Colton Yo are the front 5. They have Oliver Galway in 6th. Jeff Bright, Cole Luigi, Levi Jones, and Derek Hamill are the front 10. So watch for those drivers to try and make a move through the top 10. Matt Oskin control car for the restart lap number 22. Riley Sampson by him in second. Let's get going to the restart zone. Stepping on the gas. We're back green. Sampson moved to the outside. That's not the place to be on the restart. If he gets into the wall, he gets stuck into the wall. We're at the track for the 15. The 3 as well. William Bullis for the lead. Here comes Danny Lloyd. Sampson keeps out of the wall. Galway gets to the wall. Down the backstretch. That's Oliver. Before the lead, Danny Lloyd inside. They'll grab it from Matt Oskin. Sampson going to move to second over Matt Oskin. William Bolin inside as well, and the 3 is coming forward. Here comes Colton Yo, Jeff Wright, and Cole Luigi, Levi Jones as well. Now Sampson trying to protect from Bolin through 1 and 2. Here comes the 3. Colton Yo to 4th. Jeff Wright trying to battle to the inside to Matt Oskin, but can the 47 get clear? No. The 9's still down there. Jeff Wright inside, the Elvis paint scheme. Can that bring him to victory lane for the first time since race 2 of season 6? And just behind him is another driver who's on a long win the streak, Cole Luigi. Same season, just a few races later, he won the first Atlanta race that season. That's the last time he's visited victory lane in the Gatorade Cup Series. Can one of those two snap their long winless streak? They're 2 champions of the Gatorade Cup Series. Can they snap the winless streak here tonight? The front 3, they all kind of follow each other. Sampson, though, he hasn't had a fast race car tonight. Watch for that 15. Remember, he powered around some of those drivers on the restart. He hasn't really showed the speed, but here he comes for the lead now. Inside of Danny Lloyd through 1 and 2, the 15. He might clear him right here. Great run for Riley Sampson. 19 to the wall. And the 15 gets the lead here at Rockingham. Bolin through to second. Yo up to third. Jeff Wright drives into turn 3 trying to get to the 19. Is now for the lead again. Bolin back inside. Sampson going to fall back. The 3 leads. William Bolin out front now. Colton Yo, the 9-9 inside looking for a second. The 19 to the middle. The 9 to the bottom. They're 3 wide. 19 tries to back off. The 15 got to the wall in front of him. Jeff Wright will get 2 for 1 right there down the backstretch. Right to third. Luigi to the inside. Drives it hard to the bottom. He's trying to get by the 15 and the 19 to 4th for the 42. Now Lloyd gets out from behind the 15. Riley Sampson fading back now. He got into the outside wall. Look at the damage of the night. Jeff Wright after he got into the wall. So that can make his car tighter. But out in front, William Bolin. Colton Yo second. Both of those drivers looking for their first Gatorade Cup Series points-paying victories. As we're approaching the halfway point of the Oreo 400, Sebastian Kukulon moves by Riley Sampson, who fades back through the field. Joe Jefferson, TJ Hanley on the inside moving by. But where is Anthony Ness, the 48, back in 14th? He has a shot to get by the 15 and gain on the points lead that the 15 has built up. Bright into the wall, get off turn 2, this time hard. Luigi moves by the 4-2 by to lift a little. Danny Lloyd to the inside, Jeff Bright falling back hard down to the right side. Yo looking a little lower, Bolin has to lift. Here comes Colton Yo inside down the front stretch for the lead, side by side, Yo inside. Colton Yo out front now, the Oreo from clears William Bolin who fights back on the outside. These two being side by side, they're slowing each other down. Luigi in third is coming. Bolin slides up through 3 and 4, gives the bottom to the 4-2 of Luigi. Bolin falls back to second, Colton Yo clears for the lead. Now Luigi in third, did not get off turn 4 that well, and Danny Lloyd knows that he's looking to the inside, that's for third. So Matt Oskin up inside the front 5, back up to 5th. Luigi into the wall now off turn 2, he's going to drop a few positions. Lloyd moves around to get to 3rd, Oskin through the 4th. Joe Jefferson, the past winner at Rocky Amy's to 5th. And that's bad for some of these drivers getting to the outside wall. On the pit stops, which they're going to have to do, these drivers are going to repair their damage because there might be a tire rub and it's going to ruin anything. Hernandez up inside the front 10, currently now in position to take the points away. Luigi still falling back to 42. Hanley to his inside. Jeff Bright, that has 3 champions of the Gatorade Cup Series, battling right now for what looks to be 6th. Luigi has it. Hanley inside wants it. Jeff Bright as well wants it. For the lead again. Bolin. Yo, they're side by side. Give it to William Bolin. Down low for the 3, he'll take it. Yo back to 2nd. 3rd is Danny Lloyd, Samet Oskin. And 3rd and 4th, Joe Jefferson 5th. 9-9 swings wide through 3 and 4. Danny Lloyd, the 19, coming through on the bottom, along with Samet Oskin. William Bolin pulls away from the lead. TJ Hanley, 6th on back, or really just far back. It's Hanley, Jeff Bright, Anthony Hernandez, Luigi, and Matt Wells. That's 6th on back to 10th, which have really kind of fallen. And where in the world is Riley Sampson? Just further back in 17th, so that 15 has dropped big time after what looked to be a contender for the win. Now he's kind of dropping back, and here comes Hernandez on his teammate Jeff Bright. That is for 7th. 48 moving forward. Lloyd has been shuffled out from 3rd, so Matt Oskin moves through to the 3rd position. Lloyd gets down line 4th. Excuse me. As the 9's up against the wall through 1 and 2. Luigi, the 42 inside, that is for 8th, but Jeff Bright powers around the top to get back in line for 8th. Luigi will keep 9th. Hernandez 7th, Hanley is 6th, and with this kind of mixed matchup at the front with these drivers balanced, 6th place is really gaining. Hanley is kind of coming just a little bit every lap. With them balanced as well, William Bolin starts to pull away in the 3, but he went a little wide that time. Oh, Hanley nailing the wall off turn number 2. Hernandez moved by to get to 6th in the 48 car. So Hanley falls back in the 23. Here comes Jeff Bright, the 9. Looking inside for 7th. Luigi slipped wide through 3 and 4. It's like the 4-2 struggling there off turn 4. Matt Wells to the inside. The 18, that is for 9th. Jeff Bright apron through 1 and 2. Got really low on Hanley, but he's going to make it work. Jeff Bright side by side, that is for 7th down the backstretch. Hanley back around the top will get clear. Jeff Bright the 9, back down to that yellow line. Hanley once again climbs the banking. Hernandez in 6th is actually running these front 5 down. Yellow's out. That is our 3rd one of the night, and it's for Steven Taylor and Luke Rainey possibly. And now that strategy with having come down the pit lane, well, these drivers are just going to do it now. I want to see the progress Jake Galway's made in the 11. Remember, he had to come down under that 2nd caution. He's currently up to 20th, so not too bad for the 11. Derek Bouchard. Yeah, so some of the drivers actually came down, the 13, the 20, the 37, the 11. They're all inside the top 20 now. They're from 16th on back to 20th. But now these drivers, all of them will come down the pit lane no matter when they pitted, and this will be their final pit stops of the race, most likely. William Bolin leading the field down. And for drivers like Hanley, Jeff Bright, Luigi, they have damage on the right side of their cars. How long are they going to have to stay in pit road to repair that damage to make sure there's no tire rust? The 3 is into his pit stall. He has one of the first on pit road. And Matt Oskin a little bit further down. There's Lloyd, Yo. It's going to be interesting. These are the crucial pit stops of the race. They're going to be the final ones. You want all the track position you could get, every position. Luigi, there's the 4-2. There's the damage he has on the right side. Does the crew take time to repair it? Same with Danny Lloyd. He has some damage as well to the right side. They have the front 2 pit stalls. It's a great angle to see who's going to leave first. 19 putting the left sides on. Leaving for Oskin. Lloyd is going to beat him out. Or did he? Oh, that's close. It was either the 19 or the 47. Luigi leaves in a 3-wide mess. So the drivers that had damage, they didn't decide to repair it, which is a big strategy there. Out in front, think they're going to give it to Samet Ozgen in the 47. So Ozgen leads the Oreo 400 to pit road. He leads off pit road by inches over Lloyd. Now let's see what happened to bring out the caution. Luke Grant looks like it was involved again, and maybe Steven Taylor as well. This actually had nothing to do with Luke Rainey. The lap down car, Steven Taylor, remember, he had that issue where he couldn't end pit road once they were taking the green flag for one of those restarts. Now Steven Taylor's running in the middle of this field right here. He is a lap down, remember, and just the car decides to quit. Something goes wrong with the 33. Now he's in the middle of the racetrack. Cars dodging high and low. Look at cars trying to get by. Taylor looking for a way to get out of the way. But cars coming inside and outside. Vince is on the outside. Now the 33 right here tries to get down, gets into Collins, then comes back up, and Vince Vitta gets wiped out there into the outside wall. The 33 spins around. Cars trying to miss Alex. Fletcher Bailey gets by along with Nathan Orman, and that's what brings out our third yellow of the race. So it actually did not involve Luke Rainey. It was Steven Taylor with his issues down the front stretch. It looked like he was going fine, that just quit on him. Ricardo Friesen, Max Anderson, Hamill, Charles Bois, McDowell, they all barely get around. And that was close for a ton of these drivers to find the 33. Cut down Collins was there. Up in the 95, puts the 95 in the wall. 33 spins around. That brings out our third yellow of the race. So Bullen led the field. However, Samet Ozgen first off the pit lane, and he'll lead us back to the green flag in the Oreo 400. The green flag will be waved with 20 laps of racing to go here at Rockingham. Samet Ozgen has taken the lead under this caution period. He is out front. Wyatt Walker's retired from the race in the 10, which leaves us 40 cars on the racetrack. 33 also out with, quote, engine damage. So that's possibly what went wrong there. Samet Ozgen trying to win the race, but behind him in second is Danny Lloyd. William Bullen third. He came down first, came out third. Can recover with his RCR teammate Joe Jefferson and Colton Yo in fifth. They have Anthony Hernandez, Jeff Bright, two teammates, TJ Hanley, Mathis Wells, and Code Luigi are the front 10 for the restart. Pace car to pit road, 20 to go. Ozgen, Lloyd, Bullen, Jefferson, and Yo, the front 5. To the restart zone for Samet Ozgen, 20 to go. We're back racing. Bullen takes the high side, not good for that 3. Jeff Bright also goes high in the 9. Like Jonathan Beeper up the racetrack, the 9 to the wall with the 3. 62 as well. Down the back stretch. Cars on the wall, trying to get off the wall. Sampson contact there. Bullen trying to get down in front of the 48. Hernandez trying to get to the inside. He will. Hernandez for 4th. Joe Jefferson for 2nd. Joe Jefferson's a past winner here at Rockingham. Back in season 5, he had a torn up 39 to victory lane. Can he bring a clean 31 to victory lane? He has to get clear the 19. Lloyd's putting up a fight on the outside. He doesn't want to give that second position up. Samet Ozgen just trying to pull away. Joe Jefferson finally going to have it right there through 3 and 4. So Joe Jefferson through to 2nd. Anthony Hernandez looking for his 2nd win of the season. He'd be the first driver to do it. He's up to 3rd and trying to take over the points lead. Here comes Colton Yo inside of the 19 as Joe Jefferson gained big time through 1 and 2. He's there to the 47. 17 go this time by at the start finish line. Samet Ozgen at the racetrack. Joe Jefferson behind him in his tire tracks. Then Hernandez in 3rd. The battle still for 4th. Colton Yo, Danny Lloyd are side by side. Jefferson for the lead in 1. Got tight though down low. That was a bad move. But stays in touch with the 47 for now. Lloyd slides that time through 1 and 2. Gives up ground to the 99. Hanley to the inside for 5th. Jeff Bright following him through. Look up front though. Those front 3. Here comes Joe Jefferson dashing towards the start finish line. 16 to go. They're side by side. Anthony Nash chooses the middle. Ozgen gives it up on the top side, and Joe Jefferson through to the lead. Here comes Anthony Nash, the 48 to the bottom lane. He'll challenge for 2nd and try to keep touch with Joe Jefferson. Colton Yo to 3rd. Ozgen back to 4th. Hanley in 5th. Can he get by Samet Ozgen? He's there. That's the battle for 4th now. Hanley will get it over Samet Ozgen. Jeff Bright for 5th and the 9. The 47 off the top side, though. Might get clear down the backstretch. He is clear to move wherever he wants to go. Here comes Yo. That's for 2nd on Hernandez. We want to keep touch with Joe Jefferson. Coming to 14 to go. Samet Ozgen is clear in 5th. Hanley is 4th. This is the battle for the win. Joe Jefferson, Anthony Hernandez, Colton Yo. 31 wide through 1 and 2. Hernandez closes in down the backstretch. Front 3, nose to tail for the win. Joe Jefferson up the racetrack. Hernandez is there in the 48. Can't quite make the move yet. 3 cars under a blanket for the win. 13 to go. Can Joe Jefferson hold them off for 13 laps? Will his car get better the longer they run? Who will have the better long run car? Will we get a caution flag to split the run up? Hanley in 4th drops back a little bit there. It's still just a 3-horse race at the front. Joe Jefferson, Anthony Hernandez, Colton Yo. Then Hanley in 4th in case those front 3 skirmish with Cement Osgood 5th. And look at this. Derek, we should remember the strategy he pulled with Jake Galloway. He's inside the front 10 now. That 20 does have a shot if something goes awry. Down the back straightaway, come to 11 to go. Hernandez has a run to the 31 to turn 3. Up the racetrack for Joe Jefferson. Hernandez with the bottom lane. Off turn 4. Can Hernandez get there? 11 to go. Joe Jefferson still leads. Got a great run on the top side 3 and 4. Hernandez trying the bottom lane every chance he gets. He's there off turn 2. Looking to the inside down the backstretch. Nose to tail again. Hanley closes in 4th. Cement Osgood with them in 5th. Coming to 10 to go. Get that 48, drive it hard into the corner, trying to get to that third one, trying to loosen him up. 2 cars pull away, 10 to go. Hernandez won at Denver. Joe Jefferson looking for his first win of the season. Through 1 to the 48's there, inside the third one, side by side for the lead down the backstretch. With 10 to go, Hernandez inside of Joe Jefferson. Can he take it away? He does. Drives it to the bottom, here comes Yo. Can't quite get to Joe Jefferson there. Hernandez, can he pull away now from the 31? Or can Joe Jefferson get back to him? 9 to go in the Oreo 400. Joe Jefferson up the racetrack. Falls back a little. Yo needs to get around quick if he wants to keep touch with Hernandez. Because I think at this point the 31 is worse than the 48. Coming to 8 to go. Hernandez, Jefferson, Yo. 1, 2, 3. Colton Yo for second now. He needs to get by him quick. If he can clear the 31 this lap and keep up to that 48, that's what he needs. He'll get it in 3 and 4. Colton Yo inches ahead into turn number 3. Yo drives to the bomb. He'll grab second. Now, can he run down Anthony Hernandez? And will they catch Trey Wright? And will that cause issues? For third, Hanley is there on Joe Jefferson. 7 to go in the Oreo 400. Hernandez got his first Gatorade Cup Series win earlier in the season at Denver. Behind him in second is Colton Yo, who has never won a Gatorade Cup Series points-paying event. Is tonight the night for the 99. And Hanley in third, bound with Joe Jefferson. That is every point he wants right there. 6 to go at Rockingham. Hernandez, Yo, 1, 2. And third and fourth is a battle between Joe Jefferson and TJ Hanley. Hanley's looking on the 31 the last few laps, so has not been able to make a move stick. Henry looks low. Can't quite get there. He's going to drive it down to the bottom lane. We're to the point of no return at the start-finish line. 5 laps of racing to go. Yellow flag now would end the race. Hernandez, Yo, who gets the trophy at Rockingham? 48 swings a little wide through 1 and 2. Almost up into the wall. Yo gains big time down the backstretch. 99 is closing in. Will we see another classic Rockingham duel to the finish? Back in season 4, Jay Jefferson drove the 48, and on the last lap, he got into the wall and gave second place to the victory. It was the 47 who got to victory lane that night. Will Colton Yo do the same to the 48 here in season number 9? Yo closing in, slides off turn 2. Hanley wall, Oskin wall, Bouchard moving for the front 5. Yo now trying different lanes. He's running a higher lane through 3 and 4. He's to the back of that 48. Hernandez saw that, ran in a defensive 3 and 4. Yo is there with 3 to go. Will we see our 10th winner of the season, or will Hernandez win his 2nd of the season? They race through 1 and 2 and down the backstretch. 3 cars to settle the win at Rockingham. We're coming to 2 to go. Hernandez, Yo, Trey right ahead the lap car. 2 miles left at the Rock. Who wins the Oreo 400? 2 to go. Hernandez is just doing a great job out front. Yo is looking for a way around, but just cannot find it. The 48 using defensive lines. But if he ever slides up the racetrack and the 99 gets to the bottom, it could be all over for Anthony Hernandez. Down Thunder Alley to see the white flag. 1 last lap left in the Oreo 400. Does Colton Yo have anything for Anthony Hernandez? Does Trey Wright have a say in how these things play out? Last lap at Rockingham. The Oreo 400. Hernandez dealing with left traffic to turn 1. Has to let off. Yo is there in the 99. through 1 and 2, down the backstretch for the final time. Hernandez side by side, Thunder Alley. Now to turn 3 for the 48, slides up the 9 is there. Into turn number 3 for Colton Yo and Anthony Hernandez. It won't be enough for Colton Yo. Hernandez holds up the challenge, the 48 to victory lane, second time this season. How about that, Anthony Hernandez? His second win of the season, and that will definitely be the points lead for the 48. He wins the Oreo 400 in a duel with Colton Yo. The 99 just could not get there in time. Let's go see the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Oreo 400 at the Rockingham Speedway. 3 caution flags during the race for 12 laps and 11 lead changes, 9 different drivers. It came down to a battle between Anthony Hernandez and Colton Yo, where Hernandez leads 10 laps to hold off Colton Yo, who was hard charging for his first Gatorade Cup Series 20, could not get it, ends up second. Joe Jefferson third, led 6 laps. Derek Bouchard from nowhere to fourth, and Levi Jones up to fifth. 92 still continuing his great season. William Bull 9 laps led in sixth. Hanley seventh. Samet Oskin in 8th, led the most laps at 14. Roman Fenway from 42nd to 9th, and Jake Galloway 10th. So there's the top 20. How about that strategy, though, for some of those drivers? Derek Bouchard, Roman Fenway, Jake Galloway, all on the same strategy where they came down, they stayed out into that first caution, came down into the second one. They end up inside the front 10. Not too bad for those drivers, especially Roman Fenway, who started 42nd, ends up 9th. Definitely moved their way through the field. See some other drivers that started to the back. Kukulan, 12th from 40th. Matt Condon, 15th from 36th. Some of these drivers started towards the back. They moved their way forward. How about the damaged car of Van McDowell? 18th for him. Look down 21st and 4th. Trey Rainey, Vince Vintage, Jonathan Reigns just outside the top 20. But the heartbreak has to be called. Luigi started on pole, led 6 laps during the race. He ends up 29th. A horrible last run to the race for him. That car obviously very tight, whatever it was. But the 42, not what he has wanted out of this season so far. And for Cole Luigi, Eli, Bright Dander, Griffin, Lynn, Jay Jefferson, some big names right there. Finishing towards the bottom. Max Anderson still trying to get out of his hole. 28th. How about Jeff Brent, the 9? He was up there with Cole Luigi throughout the race. He falls to 24th. So those two, bad race for them. 2 cars end up retired. Wyatt Walker and Steven Taylor. And Trey Wright, the only car 1 lap down. 39 cars on the lead lap at the end. 10 races in, here are the point standings. We now have 9 winners through 10 races, and Anthony Hernandez is the first driver to break through and win multiple races this season. That gets him to the points lead by 31 points over Riley Sampson, who is now second. Samet Oskin, Levi Jones, and TJ Handler are the front 5, with Reigns, Friesen, Walker, Buford, and Lynn the front 10 in the points. As we look at the top 20, see how the front 4 really pulled away from 5th on back. 80 points separate Jones and Handley, that's 4th and 5th. As we look down, our 2 wild cards currently held by Jake Galloway, who is 12th in points, and Eli Bright, who is currently 15th in the point standings. Matt Gon is currently tied with Griffin Lynn. Lynn gets the tiebreaker. Gon is right now technically tied out of the top 10 of the points. Wells is also there. Rowe, there's Lloyd, Lagacy, Bouchard, Burrow, and Jeff Wright, all inside the front 20, looking for a win or some points to get themselves up into chase contention. Colton Yo, a second place finish here tonight, moves him up to 21st in the points. Kukulana, a good day up to 23rd. Trey Rainey down here. There's a winner, Carter Joey, 31st. His win at Las Vegas was the last good thing for him so far this season. Down 31st in points. Jay Anderson, Adam McDowell, Tyler Fink, Cole Luigi, Mitchell Collins, Fletcher, Luke Rainey, Trey Wright, Max Anderson, Anton Charlebois. There are some big names down here. McDowell's not yet posted the top 10 this season. Same with Max Anderson. So Penske right now this season, not been the season they won. Their highest driver in points right now, 34th. Luke Rainey is 39th. And Max Anderson is 42nd in the point standings. Some big names, some veterans down here in the Gatorade Cup Series that's just not been able to rebound from bad starts of the season. As we look ahead to our 11th race of the season, we keep it with the North Carolina Swing. It'll be the final race in the North Carolina Swing. It's one of the biggest ones of the season as well. We go to Charlotte for the Pepsi 600. I will see you guys then.